a very important one about variables. First, we're going to do a little bit with just a few things down here at the command center. The turtle can be changed into lots of stuff. We're going to, first of all, change the pen size. If you put set pen size of 1, go forward 100, that's normal. Set pen size, all one word, no spaces. And then it goes up quite a bit. We'll go up with the arrow, change it to 10. Woo, not 110. 30 is the biggest. We'll change it to 10. Go forward 100. Go back up. See what 30 does. Go forward another 100. Come off the screen. Set pen size. Changes the size of the pen, just makes it more ink or less. Normally you probably would like set pen size 1, but if you want, you can make it bigger up to 30. There's also another command similar to this. It's set size. Set size. All one word. The smallest one is 5. Set size is very similar. There's a lot of set commands in Logo. If you try to set size 1, it'll say, no, can't do it. Gotta go with 5. The biggest one, I think, is 160. The turtle can be changed into size, so not only can it be increased in size, but also the pen can draw. If you set the pen size now to 1, well, it's set to 1, go forward 100, you got a big turtle drawing a little line, but that's okay. Set pen size, set size. The real key for today's lesson is just one of those crucial ones for Logo. Any computer programming language has to have a way to handle numbers, whether they're inputted or not, or they're used in a formula, some kind of sensor. Logo is called declaring a variable. I'm going to change the square program. Come over here. I'm going to change the square program. Right now it does 100. That's great. But what happens if you want to do 200? We'd have to change the program to 200. What happens if you want to do 300? You'd have to come over here, change it to 300. It's kind of a pain. Every programming language that I know of has a way to handle numbers that are variables. That's why you study algebra. That's why you do formulas. Things can change, vary. I'm going to change square. I'm going to call it square still. But the first line has to be telling the computer to expect a variable, a number. It has to have a colon in front of it because that's the symbol. Sorry, it's not just a regular X. Colon X means it's a variable. But it would still make a square of size 100 unless I change something else. If I come down here and get rid of the 100 and put colon X, now anytime I run it, it will make any size square. Come back to the command center. Type in square, you're going to notice something. Now I got an error message. Square needs more inputs. Inputs, outputs. Take care of that by putting in a number. Square 100. I'd rather have that turtle the same right size. I'm going to set the size back to 40, which is normal. There's square 100. If I go up, change square to 150, there's square 150. Square 200, or 2000. There's 200. You can make any size square now by putting in a number, which means if you understand that, any program you can make. The question comes up, well, how many variables can you have? Can you just have one? Nope. You can have a whole bunch. I'm not sure of the limit. Do you have to use X? No. Let's use Y here on triangle. Since most mathematicians use X, Y, and Z, might as well use that. I'm going to change triangle program to triangle Y. And instead of 100, it's colon Y. Now, the angle still stays the same. The angle has to be 120 for a triangle because 120 goes into 360 3 times. A square has to have 90 because it goes into 360 4 times. I mean, that's just the way it is. So the key to Logo is the angle, the exterior angle. Now anytime I want to make triangle, Let me come back to the command center. CG it. Triangle. 100. There you go. Triangle 150. Triangle 200. Now you can change the size of the pen, the size of the turtle, and now you can change the size of the square, triangle, circle, whatever we're going to make. The trouble is now, if you remember from last time, main, let's say I changed square and I changed triangle. Now I try to run main. RT didn't report anything to triangle in main. Oh, because we changed triangle. If you change triangle, every time you call upon triangle, it's going to be changed. Now main needs a number. A number. Square also needs a number. Let's see. Square 100, triangle 100. Let's see if we can get anything to do that part. It makes a square and a triangle, but then it gets down to the next one over here. It gets down to square here. The first one has 100, but the second one doesn't. So it'll draw some of it, but not all of it. Every time you make a change, you got to make sure the corresponding variables also change so that everything runs completely.